everybody, it's Gregorio, and I'm here coming again from Tokyo. And today, I'm talking about plus-size modeling. Now, in America and UK, male plus-size models are starting to take off. And you would think in Japan, it would be one of the last places that there would be anything about plus-size models. But a couple years ago, they started a plus-size magazine for women, and it was a hit and it took off. And now they started a plus-size magazine for men called Mr. Babe. So Mr. Babe is here, it says it's for men, it's for 30s and over, pochari men's kind of fashion magazine. So pochari is a nice way of saying kind of chubby, not saying debu, which is fat, and debu is more of a negative connotation. But this magazine had an audition to become a model for the magazine, a contracted model with an agency. So that's like super crazy to think of, again, because in America they're making headlines, like at least all over the internet, of plus size models, like the guy who got signed for the Target campaign, the Target plus size section. So when I saw this magazine, it was just by chance. I saw the first issue, which was like this was like a 0 issue, which has Jack Black on the cover. So this was like kind of like a prototype issue to see if it was interesting enough for the public to warrant an actual like full publication. Apparently it was. And so they decided they're going to continue. I believe maybe it's starting as a quarterly magazine, I'm not sure. So this other first one came out like 5 months ago. And since it was good enough, they're like, let's go. And they announced a plus size model audition. So I said, well, I would like to have a chance. So I signed up to the agency, and the first round was for them to check your profile to see whether or not you were okay enough to come in for an actual audition in person. So I passed the first one and was invited to come in for the audition. And there was about 30 something other guys, and there's 5 other foreigners. The others were all also from America. One guy was from Spain, and me, of course, from America. So I went in there and we had to do first this one photo where everybody's supposed to wear a white t-shirt and dark pants, and so everybody's kind of uniform. And so we took our little photo shoot, and then we had to go in for our audition. And at the audition was like, I guess, a typical model audition where there's like all the people from the different, from Sakazen. Sakazen is this company, which is one of the big and tall companies, one of the only ones in Japan. And so there was the Sakazen people, there was the Mr. Babe people, and some other people, I guess the agency, and then all their crew, and there was cameras and photographers. There's over 30 people, I believe, behind the tables that we had to talk to. So in my group, there's 6 people, and in there we had to give our introduction. I gave my introduction in Japanese, and we had to also do a talent. I like illustrating, but I didn't think I was going to show that, and so I decided to sing. And I sang a song that probably everybody would know, so I sang the chorus to Let It Go, and they seemed to really like it. They actually mention it in the text over here. My name is over here, saying that I was Jozu. I was very good at singing, so that was cool. And then after the audition, they had food for us. Of course, they wanted us to eat, and they took pictures of while everybody was eating. But right after that, the CEO, I believe, of Sakazen and the editor of Mr. Babe magazine came directly to me, and they're like, is everything good? Everything okay? And they called the media people over to take pictures, and so I got this picture here Does it focus clearly? So anyways, there's that picture there. I'm also in the center picture here. Where is it? Here. And I'm in the background here. And in the group picture, I'm somewhere over here. So it was a really cool experience. Like I said, plus size modeling in Japan. Now, I didn't get chosen for the next round. I really thought I had a good chance because after this group photo, when everybody was leaving, I was one of the last people to leave, and the editor here, like came up to me and he's like, "See you soon," or "See you later," or something. And he only had done that to me, so I thought, "Oh, I got a really good chance." So they had taken all the media pictures of me, and then they came up to me after. So I'm like, "Yeah, I got this." But unfortunately, these are the top 11 guys that are being chosen that you can vote for. So the one guy from Spain over here got in. So the one foreigner and the other Japanese guys. Now the ones that were chosen, I don't know. Most of them are not so great, I believe, in my opinion. There were other guys there that seemed to be more model material. I'm not just saying me, but there's other guys there. There were also some guys there that maybe they looked good, but they weren't the fit for the magazine. Like there was one guy who had a good face. His face looked chubby, but his body, technically he can fit in the Japanese size XL, which isn't part of the sizing of this. And anyways, you know, I thought I had a good chance, but I didn't get to the next round. But there could still be hope in the future. In Japan, there's a big famous fashion show called Tokyo Girls Collection, and they had mentioned that they were wanting to do something like that called Tokyo Debut Collection, so the Tokyo Fat Collection. So since they already have all our profiles, they could contact and say, "Hey, do you want to be in this event?" Which would be totally awesome. I'd be totally down for that. I would love a chance to be a big guy modeling, because you know, everybody's just seeing like the hot bodied guy. Yeah, looking at these good looking models, yeah, it's great, but it doesn't represent everybody. And the fact that this magazine exists in Japan is still amazing. A negative drawback is that half of the clothes that are featured in here don't go to super large sizes. Like they're still Japanese sizes, and the models, like in the first issue they showed like one model wearing this jacket, but you can see it would never close, but he can get it on here. So it's more of an accessory than something that's actually usable. But it just shows there is the potential. And if I have that second chance, I would hope to go and do it again. So if you guys want to check it out, you can look up online Mr. Babe magazine. Like I said, so they have some foreign models here. They have like 2 foreign model guys and 2 Japanese guys, but mainly it's the foreign models. And they do a lot of accessories because it's hard to fill up the content of the magazine with just mostly clothes, since there's not a lot of it available. But it exists. It exists. I'm happy it exists, especially in Japan. Anyways, I'm going to stop going on and on about this. I'm happy to have this exist, and I want to have another chance at possibly becoming a plus-size model in Japan. Anyways, this is Gregorio from Tokyo. Please leave any comments or questions below, and subscribe or thumbs up or whatever. And I will see you all later.